can go with my first one, then we can go back and forth, I guess. Is
Okay.
that good?
Yeah, that
Awesome.
worked.
So for my birthday, Kendrick Lamar gave me a verse. I appreciate him. Thank you, sir.
Yes. Mm.
Friend, did you enjoy it?
I think I was trying to pay too much attention to what it stood
Um,
for because
you were
like
trying to dissect it?
no, well, not dissect it to that degree, but it just seems like a really. I'm thinking about, and I wish I had this clip. I'm gonna try to find it in the midst of us talking.
Mhm.
But I was listening to Joe Budden podcast, and they broke down Kendrick Lamar's his message. You know what I'm saying? His message, and what was it? Just when he what he did. Help me, friend. Help me, friend. When he released the thing that you sent me, it was like
Oh,
the Windows joint, and it had like the note in it.
yeah. So letter telling us to sit down and be humble.
When what? Now?
The letter that was basically telling us to wait for him.
So yeah, that.
hmm
Um, hold on, I found it. I wish I could just go straight to it, but nevertheless, the Joe Button podcast, it was breaking down his his uh his note, and
hmm
basically we're just saying how, like, what does this mean for, what I'm saying, the culture, whatever. And Joe Button was basically saying Kanye needs to move out of the way because this is a thing towards Drake. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just the two, it's like the two kings or whatever you want to call it. That
Yeah.
so um so I was listening to the verse with that in mind, if that makes sense. So as
Hmm.
far as the enjoying part, I haven't had a chance to enjoy it. I mean, I've heard the song a couple of times, but
Don't ask me how many times I played it.
but I'm just waiting to see what this calculated move is
Mhm.
about to be. Like, because it's so funny because this Kanye and Drake thing, which that was going to be mine, and I guess we can kind of like parallel both of these things while we're talking about it.
Sure.
But I think everybody's kind of forgetting about that. The whole Kendrick thing. Like, Kendrick comes out of the blue. You know what I'm saying? And just kind of mysteriously lets us know that he likes to ride beach cruisers and shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
Yeah. When
it,
he was talking about him not having his phone, I was like, only he could do something like that.
but
Because,
for somebody, but for somebody to not have a phone, you
hmm
just don't care. You are really truly on a mission of something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
for you to not for you to be untapped, but
yeah,
tapped,
but untapped.
but untapped. You know what I'm saying? It just
Mhm.
I'm just ready for this I'm just ready for this mystique. Like, this is one of the things I love about Kendrick.
Yes. I think what we were saying, but the third, I'll say the third time I heard the song, I said to myself in the car, because you know how to have the music up loud and the windows down, which I love.
Yes,
And I said,
yes.
well, whatever spiritual journey that he's on, or he has been on, or he just coming back from, I would like to be on that spiritual journey because you cannot tell me that Kendrick Lamar does not believe that he is a prophet of God. Like, I heard that. And because we did the whole dissect podcast with Damn, but it's like he's like I don't, and then you have to be so believable in yourself to like shit on every other rapper, but not literally shit on them, but you're shitting on them,
Mhm. Mhm.
and be like, I don't think I need a feature from any of y'all, so like burn everything that you guys have. I'm good. So, I was saying to myself, like, there is this Baby Keem and Kendrick Lamar Family Ties, but I was saying to myself, there's like no verse better than the other. It just depends on where you are in your life and what you can relate to. That was my thing too.
That's a good way to think of it, friend.
Yeah,
Absolutely, yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me get a round of applause for that. That was,
thank you.
yeah, that was That's
I was like,
monumental.
Baby Keem is like spitting, but honestly, I don't listen to him like that. But I understand where he's coming from. But I understand exactly where Kendrick Lamar is coming from, especially when he said I could show my ass and take out a class. I was like, I just got done. Like I just got done with semester, and I just got off the beach. So I understand. That was
Yeah,
my.
yeah. So even with that, even with you saying that, that's the place where you come from in your life about it. But for me,
Mm-hmm.
for me where I'm at in my life, I think I've already entered in this tunnel of like
Mm-hmm.
uh heightened thinking
Mm-hmm.
and just being analytical about everything. My friends, my family, the associates, like
Yeah.
just all of that. So that's why I said when I've listened to it a couple times, I can only go back to what the chess move is, like what the chess move is going to be, because I learned from that, because I want to be able to move in that and move a little bit more in that vein too. Like even if I could just take not have my phone for a week, I
Yeah.
think my introspect would be so like wide the hell open. You know what I'm saying? That's the lesson that I feel like I'm getting from um Kendrick coming out of his mystique,
Yeah,
coming out
that's
of the
what
dust.
I put on Twitter. He was like, "I've been looking for a better me," and I was like, "We always trying to do that, but we trying to figure it out, and it may have just be to put our phones down. Number one,
But I feel like
and just go
I
on
mean,
that
just
journey."
imagine not having our phone for one day. I mean, well, no, let's go from this, friend. You take social media breaks often.
Yeah.
Me, I'll take a couple of days off. Like, and just to be frank on that, I mean, I don't know if you saw on IG what I did. So, um, yeah, I don't know if you saw it, but we'll talk about that later. But nevertheless,
Sure.
I mean, when we come back to what we leave,
Mm-hmm.
we're rejuvenated. We're
Yeah.
like, okay, we can catch up, and it's not so tampering to our mentals.
Yes. Yes.
So
Very.
so if we just put our, like you said, put our phone down for at least like a couple of hours, like it just is let alone a day. But this dude say he ain't had a phone in him for a month.
So yeah, I was like, so even when we were like tweeting him, and the reason for it made sense because, like you said, I've been ducking overnight activists. Like I've been minding my business. Like I've been trying to do things on my own. Like I'm finding a better. And it's like, oh, okay, well, you know what? Do your thing. We'll just wait. My bad.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like when Lauren Hill was on the Nav song, and she was like, "Y'all worry about me being late, but I'm here saving souls." And it was like, oh, okay, well, be late.
And it was like when she even said it, I was like, hmm. I was like, you're making a valid point.
Yeah. So, but I learned from reading a book about her not to have expectations for artists. And that's why even when people were upset about Kendrick Lamar not speaking on Black Lives Matter at the time that the culture wanted him to, it was just like, why would we expect anything from him? He's going to do what he wants to do when it's time for him to do it.
Right.
I mean, even like this with this rollout, like I said, the song we were excited about Kendrick Lamar's verse, but the fact that these are two related cousins with opposite visions, with opposite directions coming together to make a song, which again, like I said, depending on your lifestyle, you're gonna think one version may be better than the other, but I just enjoyed it all together because ain't no telling the next time we're gonna get a Kendrick Lamar verse. So,
Well, I mean, this whole final album thing. So apparently the album is coming soon.
yeah, but we said soon, and that was like 3 years ago.
Well, I mean, Drake took nine. I mean, he took 9 months, and he's here now with it. You know what I'm saying? I think, but I
Yeah,
think,
Drake will give you a single every 2 days.
yeah, but I think those just looses. Like he ain't gave us the album yet, and right? I mean, I don't know. I feel like
Are you looking
I feel
forward
like
to the
Drake was I feel like Drake was provoked to drop this album
album?
out because of a Kanye West. So Kendrick might be provoked to do this because of a Drake.
Hmm. Well, good thing about streaming, you can listen to more than one artist, so I'm here for it.